Alright, hello guys, welcome back to another video. So it looks like there has been recently an update to a video that I put out around 3 days ago on alikoca. In that video, we talked about how essentially alikoca ruined his career. And I mean, I'll be totally honest with you, I don't know if that's an over-exaggeration or not, but essentially what we talked about in that video, if you want to watch the whole video, it's 18 minutes long. It will be linked down in the pinned comment down below. We talked about how alikoca cannot take criticism because essentially a video was made on him by cococrazy and other various YouTubers also. And the reason why these videos were made was because recently alikoca with the Mr. Beast drama made a video on Dogpack where essentially he just makes fun of Dogpack's looks. That's all he really does. And he calls him I think he called him a shitbag if I can remember correctly. And yeah, because of that, his audience got real pissed and people started calling him a Mr. Beast dick rider because he either refused to watch Dogpack's video and address real criticisms and the allegations that were being made against Mr. Beast, or he's been paid off. Now, due to him being called out by cococrazy and other various YouTubers for the Mr. Beast stuff, he was also called out for a really questionable video that he posted on one of his second channels, essentially talking about how he got a special massage in Thailand, where it was a little bit more than just a massage, if you get where I'm going. Now, because of this, people have made allegations against alikoca, and let's be honest here, I don't agree with the allegations. There's no proof proving that the person who was giving the massage was a minor. This has also been refuted by alikoca himself, but this is one of the things that was talked about. And just to be clear right now, cococrazy did not say that these allegations are true because this was something that was brought up in their video. Now, due to both of these things being brought up against alikoca, a lot of people have been calling him a creep and stuff like that. And I mean, if you want to know my opinion about that, I'll say the same thing that I did last video. I really don't care if, you know, he wants to talk about that stuff, but please, if you have a kid's audience, bro, please don't be posting videos like that. Like, to be totally honest here, this is something that you only tell the homies in front of the campfire, okay? Let's be honest, all right? Which, once again, I don't have a problem with you posting this, but please, bro, just, like, get it away from your other channels that have a kid's audience. Now, I guess besides that, the reason why we're here today is because alikoca made a terrible response, where essentially he tries to make himself look like the victim despite the fact that he isn't. Because if you're not aware, in the last video we talked about how he was threatening to sue cococrazy, which if you don't know anything about cococrazy is actually an underage minor. I think they're 16 or 17 years old, and alikoca threatened to sue this person. So that's why a lot of people are mad right now and they're lighting up his page with things like that. But without further ado, let's get into alikoca's response. Now, it looks like around a day ago, alikoca put out this huge "I ain't reading all that" response, in which this is what he said. Here's my final statement on the events that have transpired in the last few days. Read every word carefully, because I will not be talking about this again. That's why this is as long as it is. There are many important points here, so don't miss any. I'm not gonna sue cococrazy. She's not the one who started the disgusting false allegations about me. But I'm also absolutely not gonna apologize to her like so many of you are asking me to do. She spread false information about me in her videos to gain clout. What she did was dirty and she knows that. Only after I called her out did she cut those parts with the fake news about me out of her videos. The fact that she changed the title of her video about me after I called her out about misinformation further proves that. She fucked up and she knows she fucked up, which is why she changed what she changed. In addition to all of that, the videos she made about me were full of lies. Negativity sells, and the more negative she was about me, the more clout she gains. I'm not gonna apologize to someone like that because it's not warranted. Stop spreading lies about me for clout and clicks, kid. I mean, what lies were within the video? Was it about like the Thailand clip, or was it about the Mr. Beast shit? Because the Mr. Beast thing was the main part of the video, where essentially Mr. Beast had a former employee come out against him and allege all of these things, and alikoca did not go over any of the video and essentially just called Dogpack a shitbag and made fun of how he looks. That's all he did, and that's not a lie. That's a fact. That's what you did. It wasn't full of lies. That was not a lie, and neither was what you were saying in that video, in the Thailand video, a lie, unless you yourself were lying. And cococrazy, by the way, I mean, if you didn't see this, because it doesn't seem like you watch people's videos, cococrazy said something along the lines of that they don't agree agree with the allegations. So yeah, I don't know what all this yap is about, where apparently cococrazy was lying and that video was full of lies. As much as she wants to play victim, yeah, you're projecting, buddy. She is not the one who was wrong. When I made mistakes in the past, I've apologized. Those videos are still up if you want to check them out. I was the victim of a very egregious smear campaign. Me, not her. Bro, what am I even reading right now? She's nothing more than a simple clout chaser who's trying to make this whole thing about her. She's crying victim because it gets her clicks and she wants to keep the drama going on as long as she can. I am not the one who needs to apologize here, not even close. I'm not expecting an apology from her though. I don't need it. She can keep that to herself. But I'll accept a simple thank you because she gained tens of thousands of new subscribers ever since she talked about me. So you're welcome, kid. That's what happens when you make me the subject of your videos. You get a lot of attention because I am a big and respected content creator. I have been for years. Well, I would like to say that you were a respected creator until you decided to make fun of Dogpack's looks instead of going over any allegations within his video. And before you tried to make yourself look like the victim after beefing with a child online, bro. I got a new challenge for ya. Keep my name out your mouth and do your thing without using me to get clicks. I mean, bro, if you're gonna look like a clown and you're gonna handle things like a clown, I mean, people are gonna use you for clicks. I mean, I don't know what to tell you, bro. Except for honestly, if I were you, I would have ignored this. Like, if you just ignored this and didn't put response after response out, I mean, bro, people wouldn't have things to talk about, but you're over here typing up a huge English essay. As for the person who started the false allegations, I still haven't decided how to proceed. I know exactly who it is, as I'm sure some of you also know who. That person also changed the thumbnail and title of the video after I debunked his bullshit, but not before I screenshotted everything as evidence. The statute of limitations for defamation doesn't expire until 3 years later, so I got plenty of time to decide whether I want to pursue legal action. I might decide to sue 2.5 years later, or I might never sue. We'll see what happens. I have the law on my side as I did nothing wrong. A very serious crime was committed against me, and thankfully it didn't stick. The truth prevailed, and it will continue to prevail. It doesn't matter if you're 17, 25, 47, or 78. If you didn't want to get into legal trouble, you shouldn't have committed the crime. That's why we have the law, and there are punishments for breaking it. If you're a young person reading this, that's something you need to learn about the real world. Do not commit crimes and expect to get away with them. It will always bite you in the ass. Don't be crying now because you might face real legal trouble. You weren't sorry when you broke the law. You started this, not me. You had no issue trying to stain my good name, but it failed. I have the most solid case in my hand against this worthless scum. This case is Granada. There are very real repercussions to spreading false information to damage someone, all for personal gain. This isn't a game. Now the ball is in my court. I decide what happens next, and I have nothing but time to make my decision. Now he's talking as if this is defamation when it really does not seem like it's defamation, because with defamation, yes, people are going to make false statements and like false lies about you and stuff, which is not exactly what I believe happened here. But at the same time, you have to be able to prove that it has damaged you in some way, like you have lost money or hurt your reputation, which I can tell you right now, this in and of itself is not the reason why your reputation got damaged. It wasn't because people were potentially making false statements against you. No, it was because of what you did to Dogpack and the way that you handle criticism, which I mean, it seems like you really can't, and your shitty response we're currently going over. So I hope you have a good time trying to prove that this is defamation in a court of law, because it really is not looking like it is. I am not a bad person, guys. As much as people online try to paint me as one using negative narratives, that's not me. Well, okay, I'm gonna stop it right there. I'll give him the benefit of the doubt. Maybe he isn't a bad guy. Maybe these are just mistakes. Like, I dead ass have no issue playing devil's advocate here and saying that these were mistakes and he jumped too quick with the Dogpack stuff and all that. Like, I'll be fair here, okay? But if that is true, then you will apologize to the parties that you've been beefing with, especially cococrazy. And then I will be more inclined to believe that you're not a bad person and you care about about being the best person you can be. Because someone who is the bigger person is not going to be somebody who just like pins the blame on other people when they obviously did something wrong. And that's what it looks like is going down here. The people who talk about me online have absolutely no idea who I am. I'll be honest here, you're a public figure and I don't know everything about you. So I guess I don't know who you are except for what you put out on the internet and how you handle things on the internet. And from what I've seen, it doesn't look that good for you, buddy. They just want to create drama and need to label people to fit their made up narratives. I mean, let's be real here. If he's talking about me or say like Sensitive Society, who also made a video on this, or the vast amount of other creators who talked about this and didn't get as many views compared to the both of us, what narrative was being made here? You made yourself look like a clown here on the internet, so people are going to clown on you for it, or at least criticize you. That's not any of us making up like some narrative. Now, I can't speak for the guy who you're accusing of defamation, as maybe he was trying to push a narrative that most likely was not true, but for us, we're just going over the situation and the way that you're acting and the responses that you are making. That's not making up a narrative. I wear who I am on my chest. I wouldn't call myself a particularly nice person, but I know I am a good person. I do fucking good things. All right, buddy, I did not want to stop it here, but really? Do you guys understand what he's trying to say here? Oh, I'm a good person because I happen to do fucking good things. Remember what he used to justify that Mr. Beast shouldn't be criticized or these allegations shouldn't have been made against Mr. Beast? Well, yeah, essentially in the same video, he tried justifying that Mr. Beast can do whatever the fuck he wants without being criticized because he does good things, and he's done more good things than bad things. Like, what is this logic, bro? He's trying to do the same thing to himself. Like I already talked about in the last video, why that's not a good thing, and why that's a terrible argument. And I use Epstein as an example of that. Here's how good of a person I really am. I've had 0 scandals of any kind since I started my video making career, blah, 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 blah. I made mistakes along the way, as we all do, but I've never intentionally lied to you guys. I've never tried to scam anyone. I've never messaged or interacted with anyone in an inappropriate manner. I've never bought or faked followers. Yeah, dude, he's just trying, what he's trying to do here is he's trying to make people feel bad for him, and then he's trying to like justify to people that he's a good person because he hasn't done any of these things. And honestly, bro, I'm not here to listen to it, so I'm gonna skip past it. I don't expect people to stop talking about me in a negative manner because that's not the world we live in. Certain people will continue to try to tear me down because they see me doing well. It makes them feel insecure about themselves. Now, okay, I can't speak for anybody else, but dude, I don't want what you have. I don't care about what you have. You're just a guy who happens to be in the news who is being a complete and utter clown. So I'm talking about you and I'm giving my opinion on you. Like, trust me, I used to do shorts myself, and I don't want nothing to do with them ever again, at least in the same capacity that I was doing them back in 2022, because they're not consistent. YouTube can kill your channel in 2 seconds if they really want to, because you're relying on the shorts feed to be pushed around for people to see you, and it inflates your sub count to the point where nobody, really nobody, compared to how many people watch your shorts, wants to watch your long form videos. Like, I'd rather have people viewing my long form content than me doing shorts and like having like just the weirdest view counts, with like say one video getting like tens of millions of views on it, which equals out to like what, like $1,000 or $2,000. Like, dude, it's just not worth it. I don't want it. I don't want to be you. I'm not envious of you. And sure, there probably are people who are, but the people who are reporting on you because you're making yourself look like a clown and it's free views. So maybe stop giving people like stuff to talk about, because this whole essay that you made for me to read, I could have just read your whole response for one video and not give my opinions, and it still would have been like 8 minutes long. So just stop giving people stuff to clown on you for. Like, just ignore it, okay? Ignoring it is the best thing you can do, especially in your situation. Now, the rest of it is just him being proud of what he has achieved and whatever, and how he's living in Thailand. Like, whatever, cool, I'm not reading it. But blaming other people when you were in the wrong, like, bro, come on now. At this point, I think you would be better off apologizing, and I don't think you need to apologize to the guy who you're accusing of defamation if you don't want to, but somebody who I definitely believe deserves an apology is cococrazy. And let's be real here, just because you can't take criticism doesn't mean that this person's video is just full of lies. But yeah, anyways, I think with that that being said, I'm going to be wrapping up the video right there. It's been going on for way too long already. So yeah, if you happen to enjoy the video, make sure you like, comment, and subscribe, because doing so will help promote the video more in the algorithm so that more people will see it. Thank you guys so much for being a member to the channel. Your support really means the world to me, and I really do appreciate it. My name is Breone, and I will see you in my next video. Peace!